it's Lauren here with DJ Spider. We're hanging out. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fabulous. So you grew up in LA. You're an LA native. What is it like, being an LA native and seeing all these people come in from all over the world and all over the country, and they want to be DJs like you?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for them?
Well, yeah, there's people that come from all over to do everything here. You know, it's like the land of opportunity and dreams, but especially the DJ thing. And yeah, I'm sort of like, a lot of people hit me up like I'm the ambassador of DJs that moved to Los
I could
Angeles.
imagine.
Yeah. You know, it's cool. I mean, there's so much talent here and there's a lot of opportunity. So it's great to have people here, you know, adding to the scene, but at the same time, it gets really competitive and everybody has their own dream of what it's going to be, and it's not always exactly what they think, and everything takes a lot longer. It's not as easy to break into the scene, you know. So you see a lot of people come and go, and you see them transform into what they think they should be or things like that. And then some people make it, and it's really cool, and you're happy for them, and, you know.
So you have had a great career, and you're an incredibly talented DJ. So did you envision this for yourself when you were young? Did you always want to be a DJ?
No, not at all. I didn't even know you could make money off DJing. Like, I probably was DJing for a long time, 8 to 10 years, before I realized you could actually make a career out of it. I mean, I grew up here, like you said. I would go to all these raves downtown. I would see these guys DJing. I mean, I was really into the rave scene. That's how I got into DJing. And I loved hip hop. I loved drum and bass music. And that's all I wanted to do was just scratch and DJ and come up with these mixes and go make people dance. And I just did it, you know, for a long time. And then my DJing went through a big evolution of, I'm an underground hip hop DJ, I'm a rave DJ, I'm this, that, you know, and then I fell into this whole club scene, Vegas world, all that stuff, and realized you can make money and, you know, have a life with it. So
Yeah, that is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes as a DJ myself, I'm like, I'm getting paid to do this. This
Yeah.
is so much fun. This is amazing. But and yeah, you are constantly like evolving as an artist. And what about your name? How did that come about? What does Spider mean?
You know, I wish I had a great story, like I was in jail and like I got Spider tattooed, but it's not anything like that. It comes from being in high school and being extremely tall and lanky and skinny and having really crazy hair, and I would play basketball with my friends. I wasn't very good, and this guy, Poncho, we were friends with, he would always scream, "Pass it to the Spider, pass it to the Spider." I think I just looked like an insane spider. And then when I got to college, I was doing college radio, and my real name's Oliver, and like, you know, it sounds ridiculous. It can't be DJ Oliver, that's not cool. I'm like, all right. So I was like, my radio show was called The Basement, so I'm like, you're down in the basement with the Spider. So I was the Spider for a long time, and then kind of became DJ Spider, and now that's who I am.
That's awesome. So it never changed. You never went through a name change. It was always Spider.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, since high school, yeah, a lot of people called me Spider, and then, or my real name, or some variation in between.
That's cool. So you're in Vegas at Trist.
Yeah.
How is that? That's got to be pretty epic.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've been there 3 years with Trist and XS. I started out doing XS and Trist, and then XS I saw it become the insane, EDM mecca place that it is, and I was doing Trist Fridays for a long time, and then now I'm there every other week, and next year, the first Monday of the year, I'm going to headline XS, so I'll be back there, which is cool. They seem to be doing all the EDM stuff, but also they have this Movement Sundays party where they do different kinds of music, and it's the open format or whatever it's called is starting to come back, in the scene. But it's amazing. I'm so lucky and grateful, that I get to play there, and yeah, it's dream come true. I get to sit at home, come up with things, and go see how people react to it, and it's great. I love it.
That's awesome. And now you have a little baby.
I do.
How old is he?
He just turned 1 a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
So how do you balance DJing and traveling and being the family guy? How do you do it all?
It's tough. I'm learning. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm still getting used to it, you know. But my wife is a big part of it. I mean, she is amazing. So if she wasn't who she is and treated the whole situation like she treats it, then I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, she's amazing. She has her own business, but she's also super mom, lets me continue on with my life, and she really supports me and believes in me, which she has, you know, before we had a kid. So I get to, you know, continue to do my thing, and she helps out, and then I help her when I can, and I'm with him, and I love it. I mean, I feel like one of the things I was put here to do was be a DJ and also be a dad. It's like the best thing I've ever experienced.
Aw, DJ Dad.
I'm DJ Dad. He's already been scratching, playing with stuff. He can't even walk, but he's like on my turntables every day. Just like, now he's trying to break the mixer, but at least he kind of like messes with it and then breaks my records. But.
Baby Spider.
Yeah.
Spider Jr. Yeah. That's awesome. So you produce. What are you working on right now? What can we look out for?
I have a bunch of stuff I'm working on, but I'm going to come out with, I did a remix with my friend Mr. Best. He's another DJ from LA. We did a remix for the Robin Thicke, Kendrick Lamar song Give It To You. I'm proud of it. It's cool. Like, we totally flipped the whole song, and it's pretty good. So we're going to put that out, and then I have a bunch of other remixes, and I'm working on original stuff that I'm going to come out with. So yeah, that's what I've been focusing on a lot, along with just continuously putting out my mashups or bootlegs or whatever you want to call it, you know, just things that I can play in the club that are my own little kind of meshes of different songs and stuff.
What do you like to produce? What are you passionate about? What kind of music specifically?
I mean, I love all kinds of music. I come from hip-hop, drum and bass kind of rave sound, I guess. Hip-hop's my passion. I love anything with just like really dope, creative sounding drums. You know, drums and bass and the beats are what really stands out to me more than the lyrics and stuff. So anything that's just like banging sounds dope, you know, with the drums. So hip-hop influenced stuff, but I mean, I love dance stuff, and you know, anything that has soul in it, I'm cool with. So that's what I just make a little bit of everything, you know.
And if you've ever seen him scratch before, he's incredible. Like, you're awesome, and you're definitely fun to watch live. So
yeah, I try to have fun, you know, just like last night, you know, I mean, maybe I'm playing some songs I've played a lot or done mixes I've done before, but I'm trying to have fun with it, keep the scratching going, and all the elements of DJing, of the reason why I got into it. That'll allow me to have fun, which then translates to the crowd, and I can see them enjoying it. You know, it's not just like, here's a song, I'm cool, whatever, you know, so it's...
Well, how do you feel about that? Because I feel like it's turning into like a lost art, DJing, and people aren't, you know, the kids that are starting out now, they're not taking the time to learn how to do it the authentic way.
I mean, I think there's two sides to it. I know kids that are young and under 21, and they're totally learning the right way, and they're even learning with vinyl, and they're practicing, and they're learning scratching from, you know, some of the pioneers. But there's a lot of new things, and honestly, if I'm starting out, I mean, or if my kid's starting out, like, yeah, I have turntables to give him, but if your parents buying your kid stuff, you're probably going to buy him a controller or something. So because it's cheaper, you don't know what they're going to do with it, and there's different ways to do stuff. I mean, and then you see kids like Madion and some of these other kids that have gotten so amazing on the trigger finger and Ableton, and be able to flip that there's just there's new ways to approach all of it and be creative. You know, it's just the people that just abuse the ability to sync things and let it all do it for itself that kind of sucks and makes the art form go away. But there's people that are still doing it, I think, and pushing it forward. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. It's good to hear that your perspective on it. And so, social media. How can people listen to your work, your mixes, reach out to you on Twitter, Facebook, all that
Yeah,
stuff?
well, my website's djspider.com. It's just DEEJAY, spider, spelled normally.com. Or if you just Google DJ Spider, it'll come up. And then from there, you can link to all my stuff. So same thing, SoundCloud/DJ Spider, spelled out like that. Twitter and all that stuff. And connect with me, listen to my stuff, tell me you love me, hate me, whatever.
Haters. Okay. Okay, Spider. Well, it's such a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you do your thing out there and take over the world.
I'm working on it.